So I was really going to talk about something else, but this really stuck out to me. This past Monday on Monday Night Raw, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, put on a freaking clinic. Now, it was advertised that the Intercontinental Championship match between him and AJ Styles was going to be the main event. They actually moved it forward. It was not the main event, but it was the best match of the night. And a lot of that had to do with uh, Dirty Dom here. Now, don't get me wrong. AJ Styles held his own. AJ Styles can always hold his own. AJ Styles is one of the greatest in-ring performers of all time. As a matter of fact, if somebody says he's the greatest of all time in-ring performer, I got no argument against it. He's definitely in the conversation. Dirty Dom, I'll tell you, man. For guys that live in their parents' shadow, he has really broken out of it. I don't even whenever I see Dirty Dom, I don't even think about Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is a Hall of Famer, rightfully so. He is the most popular and probably the greatest luchador ever. Globally, I mean, it's him. Now, some may say that, well, there's better wrestlers, better luchadores than Rey Mysterio, and they may be true. But popularity wise, 619, baby. And to be the son of a legend like Rey Mysterio and to break away free to the point where, like I said, I don't think about Rey Mysterio when I see Dirty Dom anymore. I used to once upon a time, but he's kind of just broken off and started doing his own thing. And at first, I was able to see that everyone was kind of taking him as a joke to a certain degree. And to a certain degree, I was kind of too. I was a fan of his, like, okay, he turned heel, he's over there with mommy. Heck, he gave Rhea Ripley the nickname Mommy. She, to this day, she's known as Mommy because of Dirty Dom. He turns her in for his little Maria and Liv Morgan, which I think he's going to do the same thing with Roxanne Perez, which honestly, I think is going to put more stock in this kid. I really believe is going to build him up even more. And at some point, I do believe he turns babyface. Now, the only thing about Dirty Dom, he doesn't really have, like size on him. I mean, he's a good sized kid, right? But he doesn't really have that muscle mass to him. I think if he builds that a little bit, this kid is the future, man. This kid is the future. Now everybody could say like, wow, you know what? He got an easier way in because of his dad. That may be true. I remember interviewing Chavo Guerrero Jr. and Chavo, he had told me this. He had said, yeah, it's a little easy. He was a little easier to get into wrestling, into the mainstream of wrestling because he's a guerrero, but he had to uphold his own. And Dirty Dom, yeah, you could say like, wow, you know what? His dad, it's because his dad got him there to the big times quick, Then that may be true. However, this kid is a workhorse, man. This kid is a workhorse. There was a time that him and Rhea were on Monday Night Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Not only is this guy working on Monday Night Raw, but he's also doing the AAA thing. I mean, this kid is a workhorse, man. And he's a good heel. He is a really good heel People love to hate Dom, and that's his character. I do believe he will be a babyface at some point. Can this kid be a heel his entire run? Honestly, I don't think so, man. I do believe one day, not this year, not next year, but one day, I do believe this kid will be champion main eventing at WrestleMania. I do believe that. Like I said, not next year, not in 2026, maybe in 2027. I don't know. Could be. But I do believe when he makes his run going after the WWE Championship, I believe that's going to turn him face. I do see this kid one day win the Royal Rumble, not next year, not in 2026. No, but he will at some point. When Randy Orton became the youngest WWE champion ever at 24 years old, he was a heel. He beat Chris Benoit. Oh, we're not supposed to mention his name, but he beat Chris Benoit. And when he beat him, people cheered for him, even though he was a heel. He was with Evolution at that time. Now, very, very, very quick, Evolution turned their back on him, right? Because Triple H, he wants to be the man at that point. Like, how dare you, little punk, become champion? You're supposed to work first, so I can be champion, right? But people cheered for Randy Orton, even though he was a heel going into that match. I see the same thing going on with Dirty Dom because Dirty Dom, he's not riding the coattails of his father. He is carving his own path. He's doing his own thing. This kid is a workhorse, man. And I was there at WrestleMania. I was there when he became Intercontinental Champion. He was leaving the ring, and just like in baseball, he got a curtain call. They kept chanting him, cheering him on. He runs back into the ring, gets on top of the turnbuckle, and lifts up the belt, and everybody started cheering. Like, yeah, man, you earned it. We're proud of you. Okay, once we're done with that, all right, back to kayfabe. Now we got to hate you because of your character. But I tell you, man, this kid, kudos to this kid. This kid is the future, man. This kid is the future, along with other guys, man, like Braun Breaker, Dirty Dom. I mean, these guys are the future. And if you laugh at him now and you think he's still just like a jokester or a clown or whatever, oh, you just wait. You just wait. This kid is doing the damn thing and he's doing it right. He's doing it right. And I'm mark my words. This kid one day, like I said, not next year, maybe in 2027, maybe 2028, maybe not till 2030. But one day this kid will win the Royal Rumble. One day this kid will be main eventing WrestleMania. This kid's a workhorse, and he's that damn good in the ring as well. Cholo Choker Wrestling Rehab. Shout out to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.